Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. This is the Market Beast, Napoleon Macro. We got Ford on the list as a potential long. In the beginning of the video, we're going to explain exactly my approach in Ford. And then towards the end, I'll just elaborate in terms of why I'm entering the market by way of my arbitrary lines. But we're going to actually go over the, of course, higher highs and higher lows in the chart, the evidence that should be taken into consideration in order to determine a potential long in the market. So that's what we're going to do, guys. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we explore price action via candlesticks, lines, and patterns. Welcome to new subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here, shall we? So today's September the 15th, 2021, and the current price of Ford, $13.18, slightly positive 2.4% for the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. The same, hopefully we leave a link to our last video. I think it aged well for the long-term investors, but the short-term move up, yeah, it completely failed. But I think we're potentially up against a breakout here. So here we are. Here's the chart. Okay. So the red line is just the critical level that, let's just go ahead and go over the blueprint, exactly how I'm approaching the market. So we've already entered the market on Ford. Our potential target is going to be $15. I'll keep a close eye on this, guys, because it's not going to be a straight shot. It's definitely going to be up and down if this is in fact a breakout. So if I just kind of back out, well, I said I'll go over the technicals after I go over the blueprint. So we've entered. If you see Ford, let's just say tomorrow or within 3 market days from today, if it's below this red line at 1297, okay, that is the level when I will start to exit this market, because my timing may be off in terms of identifying the break out, okay, the break higher in this market, okay. So that's the potential. I don't have stop outs. We actually have contracts, so I don't really have stop outs when I have a contract. I always have just a mental stop out if it gets below a specific level, and then I'll start to kindly exit the market. Okay, so that's the stop out. You have the potential target at about $15. Now the time frame is going to be, I think my contracts are like just over 30 days. Okay, so that's basically how I'm playing it. So just kind of a quick risk to reward, just to give you an idea of this play is going to be is $15, close to 15. So the risk to reward is like 8.6. It's close to 9. So that's actually really good. Assuming that this is in fact the breakout, and there will be an aggressive move in a short period of time, guys. Of course, we have to let the markets fully develop to see how it's going to play out. So that's the blueprint for those who stopped out for the levels. Now let's further elaborate as terms of why I'm entering. I have entered the market. I have entered the market, by the way. If some want to know if we have actually entered the market, yes, we have entered the market. So let's pull up the 3-day candles. So one of the reasons why I'm entering is because we're actually going to close a 3-day candle here. We have about 2 hours to close this active 3-day candle. If you can see that little green candle there. Oh, whoops. I'm probably lagging the computer there, guys. This little green candle right about here, okay? This green candle closes in about 2 hours. So, of course, in 2 hours, we'll know if this will be kind of a bullish engulfing setup here. If you notice this red candle next to it, it's a bullish engulfing candle. And if we go back in time, you'll notice this is kind of the same setup that happened just before this very large move to the upside. If you can see that, pardon the noise in the background. Long guys are here. See this large move to the upside, May the 13th, and it went as high as like $16 in like 19 days to like June the 1st, 2021. We were actually up against the same, not the same, but similar setup in terms of a bullish engulfing setup in the breakout of this potential bull flag. Even if it's not a bull flag, it's just kind of a descending channel. But hopefully you can see that bullish engulfing candle there. It's kind of similar, not as aggressive as this one, right? But it's kind of similar to what we're dealing with here, just a smaller version of it, okay? So that's kind of one thing that I'm looking at. The second thing that I'm also seeing is if we just kind of erase everything. And if you notice, of course, we look for higher highs and higher lows in the chart. So far, we had a low here on these 2 3-day candles at about August the 20th, 2021. Had a low of about $12.61. And as of recently here, so far, this can change. We have a higher low of about $12.68 cents. Okay, so that's basically how I'm looking at this. And that is a technical higher low in the market. Now I'm actually going to pull up the daily candles. Although the descending channel has broken out, it actually has not broken out of another similar pattern. There's probably like a million patterns within one pattern, right? Okay, it's very arbitrary, I know. So if you look at like closely here, it's kind of a Wing pattern. I'll put a rectangular range so you can see it a little bit better. Somewhere like right about here. Like there's a little range here, okay, daily candles. And if I just outline everything, you'll notice it's a potential Wing pattern. And if it is in fact a Wing pattern, it actually hasn't even broken out just yet, because the neckline would actually be like right here at about $13.35. So just kind of a, you know, unusual Wing pattern there. It looks a little bit weird. So technically speaking, we'd have to wait till it breaks out, and it has not broken out of that Wing pattern. Just to give you an example, it's not all over the place, guys. It's definitely the two main reasons why I'm entering the market is because the potential bullish engulfing candle, and the market will likely have an official breakout after this 3-day candle closes here that we've already identified. So those are the two reasons, because if we look closely within this pattern, I'm going to assume this is a legitimate pattern. There has never been a higher low in this pattern before the actual breakout. If you notice here, I don't know if you guys can see everything. So just follow me here on the path here as I go up, you know, find its way within the pattern, down. Okay, it just made that is a higher low, but it went up and found resistance at the descending line within the pattern. It made a lower low. Okay, it went up to the descending line of resistance, found resistance, went down. Okay, caught another resistance and made a lower low. Okay, it didn't quite make it all the way down to the descending line within the channel, but it did go up and find resistance at the descending line. Now this appears to be a higher low with a breakout. Okay, so that's my reasoning, and hopefully we're all clear in terms of why I've entered the market. The bullish engulfing candle, and it made a higher low within this pattern. Let me just see if I can just kind of scoot on over here to this pattern, and I want to show you the same thing happened in this descending channel before the breakout. Okay, and then we'll wrap the video up. So it found itself within the descending channel, found resistance, down, found support on the descending line, resistance, descending line of resistance. You see, it just kind of bounced up and down, and just before the breakout, if we zoom in, you'll notice there was a technical higher low in the charts. So I'll erase everything so you can see it a little bit better. There was a higher low right about. This is a low in the chart. Okay, and I'm looking at the candles bodies, by the way. Okay, 3-day candles, and then there was a higher low right about there. Okay, and then of course the bullish engulfing. So that's my reasoning. Let's see how this ages. You guys have the blueprint in terms of how I'm looking at the market. If it gets below a specific level, I would consider exiting the market. You have my time frame, you have my target, all the information is there. Let's revisit this within 30 days and see how it plays out. So let's go ahead and cut the video out. So go ahead and leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content. If you're watching this a month from now and it came to fruition, kindly leave a comment. Appreciate that. You support the channel by doing so. And if it did not come to fruition, you can also leave a comment saying, dude, that didn't age well, man. Go back to the drawing board. I'm always open to constructive criticism. Kindly leave those comments in the comment section as well. If you are new, before you go, we covered the alternative markets if you're into Bitcoin and altcoins. So kindly subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll send you that out information when it's available. All right. So remember to execute your strategies, guys. This is just a sneak peek of my approach. Please have your strategy readily available. If I were listening to myself, I would always wait, like if it's a green day right now, because it typically moves down. Okay, whenever we come out with a video, a bullish thesis in the market is slightly green. I would wait for a move down and pay attention to the retracement level that I go over, okay, which is 1297. Again, if I wasn't myself and I was listening to myself, it's kind of weird, but I would wait for the retracement. Okay, of course, you do run the risk of not being able to participate if that retracement does not happen, but you know, that's just a little snippet of information in closing out here. Okay, all right, guys, remember, always be kind. We'll talk soon, and bye for now.